How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And before we get started, I want to let you guys know about the private group. Whether you want to be a better trader or a better investor and you want to be a community of like-minded people, then this group is for you. You can find the link down inside the description. We'll be happy to have you a part of the family. So today, what we're going to be talking about today is AMC. Yes, we ended up getting some great news that came out, and we also saw some strength in the overall stock price as well. So let's jump into the agenda. So the first thing we're going to be going over are two updates that came from the CEO, Adam Aron, and they were big, and it was great to hear, but you know what, we'll get into that more. And then after that, then we're going to be doing a technical analysis, taking a look at the overall price action. Many are saying, Dre, did you see the pullback? What is going on? Well, you know what, we're going to answer all of that and make sure you guys are aware of the range and the support areas for AMC. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know how much buying and selling was going on. We want to see the inflows and as well as the outflows. And then when all of that is done, I'll be giving you guys my final thoughts. So let's jump into it. So for the first update, this is from Adam Aron's Twitter. Let's get into it. So many of you suggested we show live pro sports, esports, and events. We are on it. On Saturday, July 10th, live from Las Vegas, the Poirier-McGregor UFC matchup will be on AMC's big screens at 95 US AMC theaters. Tickets are only $25 versus the $70 on pay-per-view. I feel this is big. And a great thing about it is he's keeping his ears open. He's hearing about suggestions and now he's putting it into play. I think this is going to gather a lot of interest and I can't wait to see how the turnout numbers actually look like. Of course, you won't be getting that info. I'm going to be assuming sometime next week, but I think it's definitely a great idea and it's a great move taken by AMC, Adam Aron. So let's go over the second update. It's no secret I think shareholders should authorize 25 million more AMC shares. But what you think is important to us? Many yes, many no. AMC does not want to proceed with such a split. So we're canceling the July vote on more shares and no more such requests in 2021. I see you, I hear you, I value you. Come on, you gotta love Adam Aron. He's definitely listening to his shareholders, and we've talked about this many times on the channel and many of our AMC videos. This is a CEO that definitely cares. He wants to make sure AMC is going in the right direction, but also at the same time, he wants to keep his shareholders happy. We also realize he's listening to suggestions. He's making changes in regards to having the pay-per-view going on in AMC theaters and bringing in other areas as far as esports and so on. This is definitely going to help with AMC's overall growth. And as far as the squeeze is concerned, as retail investors, we know that we own the float, and it's part of the reasons why you should be confident and know what you hold. So now let's get into the technicals. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for AMC. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $49.96, being down 3.85%. On the low, it tested $49.70. Then on the high, testing $55.07. So when we take a look at how it's doing, it is still looking strong. It's still trading within its tight range that we spoke about many times on this channel. One thing we could see clearly here, we have an area of support right here around this $48 level. We talked about the range being between 50 and 60. We saw it go to 55. We also have to understand the market conditions today also weren't the greatest either, and we also had less volume. So as far as volume traded today was around 62 million, and this is compared to usually when AMC is getting around 156 million. So a big difference there. So if it does decide to pull back even further, I'm looking forward to seeing some strength off of 48 and as well seeing some strength off of 46. That's if it gets to these areas. And I'm want to look forward to seeing it getting it back to the 50 range and being comfortable. So taking everything into consideration, our resistance areas remain the same, but they are going to be a little bit different here. So as far as this 53 area, that's one area that, you know what, as far as for tomorrow and as the rest of this week progresses. I want to see us gain some strength and get past there. Now, also that $55 area where we got to, we had some selling pressure. This is another area where I want to see us pass as well. We already know if we're able to get past this particular area, we could easily get to 56, and this is where we look forward to seeing that move to where it can get to $60. So we're going to continue to keep an eye on this, but for the most part, AMC is still looking strong. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for AMC. So we could see here on the inflow, we had 662, and on the outflow, we had 647. I also want to clear something up here. These are not the numbers. It's not only 662, it is in million USD. So technically, you'll see 662 million on the inflow. I just wanted to clear that up. I got some questions about that, but I just say it to make it more simple. All right, so let's continue. So on the inflow, on the large, we had 2, and on the medium, we had 509, and on the small, we had 150. On the large for the outflow, we had 3. On the medium, we had 504. And on the small, we had 141. So definitely a strong inflow day. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see here on July the 6th, we have 0.66. And of course, this is in million USDs, as you can see listed. If you can't see it, I know the text is pretty small as well. So taking this into consideration, we've had 4 outflow days going as far back as June the 30th. So what am I looking forward to? I want to see continued strength in AMC stock. But another thing to understand, we are seeing a change in overall volume. We are not moving as many shares as we were in the past, but we do need to understand as retail investors, we own the float. It's easy. All you really need to do is buy and hold. As long as we continue to do this, the more advantageous it comes being inside of this position. If people are going to be selling out, taking profits, you know we have a lot of traders coming through, it really doesn't matter because like I said, we already know about the naked shorting and the counterfeit shares that are out there. So that's why as retail, we need to understand the ball is in our court, and this play is going to come with a lot of volatility, and these funds are just want to shake out all of the weak hands and all of the panic sellers. Let them do that. Know what you hold. Now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for AMC, I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of the week to see how things turn out. We know inside the market today, it was definitely a stressful day for a lot of stocks. We saw a lot of selling, and also we weren't seeing as much volume that we are used to. So I would love to see some improvements as this week continues to progress. If we don't end up getting that, of course, I could see pressure on AMC stock, but I'm still looking forward to seeing strength because like I said, as retail investors, we own the float. It's easy. All you need to do is buy and hold. We also, when we take a look as far as short sellers are concerned, they are still vested in this play. We heard about iceberg research. We spoke about that in the previous video. So we just need to understand it costs you nothing to hold your shares. But for anyone who is shorting, they have to pay those borrow fees. It is costing them millions of dollars every day for all of those institutions and firms that are shorting AMC stock. So this is why it is a simple process if you want to be a part of the movement, and of course if you are able to. In regards to Adam Aron, I just love the direction that he's going in. He's taking suggestions, he's taking the feedback, and he's putting it into practice. He's putting it into play, and bringing on a pay-per-view event into AMC theaters, I feel will bode very well. As far as for the shareholder vote in regards to the 25 million shares, it was great that that is off the table now, because many people were talking about it, they were concerned about it, but he's like, you know what, don't even worry about it. We're going to scrap that, and they might revisit it going into the new year as well, as far as in 2022. I wouldn't be too surprised about that. But at least for the most part, it gives many some peace of mind. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.